Welcome to my project, computer programming project, created by Moy Said and Adrian Cosby. Now, having a look at user login.java, which is our main class, we shall run the project. Now, bearing in mind that these are the requirements of having a player being able to register with the system and log in. Now, if we put any random username, not be able to log in, as seen here, invalid user ID or password, which leaves us to create an account. They would ask us for our gender, name, address, and password. Now let me put in my details. Address and password 1234. Now bearing in mind that if you take any of these out, you would say kindly enter your current address, or without a name, kindly choose a username. So now we've submitted this. Before moving on, I'd just like to show you where it's stored. So as you can see here, username, password, address, and gender, and these are the previous logins. So going back to the app itself, the player now can choose between having a person or a computer, going against a person or a computer. So if we go against a person, then we have the requirements here that a player can skip a question if they are not sure of the answer, or a player can use the cheat function and see the answer to a question if they wish, but they cannot score a point for that question if they cheat or skip the question. So let's deliberately cheat on this question, and the answer would be Bosphorus Bridge. We could skip this question. We could also skip this question, or let's say we just put a random answer. Now after all 5 questions for player 1 has been answered, cheated or skipped, player 1 will then pass the computer to player 2, where now he can answer the questions. So he now has to answer the questions, and he too can also cheat, skip next, but for now, so that the ranking is correct and that player 1 or player 2 has more correct answers, we'll get some answers right. So Robert Downey Jr. plays Greek goddess love is Aphrodite. Shin is, yeah. Or we could cheat or skip. Now we see here that the first player has scored 0 because the majority of it we cheated or skipped, and the second player had gotten 3 out of 5. Now if we press the ranking button, we would see the ranking of who won, which would be player 2, not player 1. So going back, the requirement of number 4 is fulfilled. At the end of the quiz, the player's score for the quiz should be displayed, which is done here. The app should display them in user ranked order, which is also done through ranking. This pass and play is also done. And the player may start a new quiz without logging in again. You can start again if you press start quiz. So now we've restarted the quiz. I'm just going to randomly finish this to show you. Skip, skip, skip. And yes, first player, so this time player 1 is in the ranking. Now we shall log out. If you would like to play against a computer, you would have to log out.